So we're in the Arctic Circle, but if you want to lay out in the sun where it's a little above freezing, you can do that. Won't be me, but these guys are having the sun loungers laid out for all the sunbathers that we're going to have. I don't know if I could say that they're going to have any sunbathers. Ain't going to be me. But I'm ready to catch a whale, possibly. So I'm walking around to the back of the ship. This is another spot I usually like going to. Looking around back here. The best spot to find whales are at the front, because they're going to go down as soon as they hear and see the ship. But they may come up after the ship passes by. So we're going to go toward the front of the ship and see if we see anything up there for a little while. And you didn't think I was going to let these two guys go unnoticed. Their job is to put out the cushions on the chairs during the day. And whether it's in the Caribbean or here in the Arctic Circle, they're doing that. It has no chance of somebody coming out there and laying their chairs, but they're doing their jobs. One of the things I always look at to see the motion in the ocean is the water in the pool. The water always stays flat. As you can see, it's rocking back and forth a little bit now because the seas are calmed down. We're in a bay. But it's still kind of rocky. If you look off on the horizon over here, you can see the rock that we have going on. So it's still a little rocky right now. Zoom in a little bit better. You see the railing of the ship and the little rock that's coming down with it coming up over the horizon. You can see it's calmed down a good bit because we've had water splashed out already. So the water's a little lower than normal. All right, looking at another view of the rocking of the ship. You see across the other side of the ship and look at the horizon as we rock back and forth. I say the pool always stays level. So whenever you see a rocking pool, that's a sign of a rocking ship. It's rocking a little bit, but calm down some. You can see back over in the corner where the water has splashed out. Like I say, the horizon on the other side is also a good indication of the rock. And if you do a little calculation with the temperature and the wind, that gives you a wind chill of 34 degrees. Good morning, and today is number 7 of our trip. And today we're in the western side of Iceland, in a small town called Grundarfjordur. And this is another small town. As you can see whenever that we zoom in, there's not a whole lot here. This is the whole town that we're looking at. My guess is that the ship is going to dock right in this area, if we dock here. It could be a tender port also. But looking at what Carnival has to offer, well, let's look at what time the ship's going to arrive first, because that's a key into picking what type of tour that we do. In Grundarfjordur, we're going to arrive in port at 9 o'clock in the morning, but we're going to be leaving at 6 o'clock. So from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock is the time that we're in port. And looking at the excursions, there's not a whole lot to choose from because, like I say, this is a real small area and there's only 4 tours to choose from. The one that looked the best is this best of, I'm going to butcher this name, but Snæfellsnes is the name of the peninsula, is what I'm guessing is how you pronounce that. But that appeared to be the best trip. But it's $250 per person to go here. So again, we did some upfront shopping online way before the cruise starts. So instead, we're going to get your guide. That's another excellent spot to pick tours from. And here we're going to the Grundarfjordur Snæfellsnes Peninsula half-day tour. Here I really don't care if you see the booking number because we've already been on this trip. Here we have two of us going on this trip. We're going to be going, the pickup spot is right at the cruise terminal, or where I'm guessing we'll dock, or where the tenders will bring us in. And this tour is another 6-hour tour. We're going to be leaving on this tour at, I think it's going to be like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. At 10:30 is what time that we're going to be leaving for this tour. So plenty of time to us to get there. The tour is going to be about 5 hours. So again, way more time than we need. We're going to be back hours before the cruise ship leaves. But the price is $369 for 2 people. So if you divide that out, it's about $185 a person. So a comparable trip, like I say, was $250 through the cruise ship. So we're saving a little bit of money here. So we may as well book it in advance and save the few dollars. And like I say, the name of this company is Get Your Guide. That's the company that we're booking this one through. And what we're going to do is have a printable voucher. Whenever we book something like this in advance, we're not sure if we're going to have cell phone service wherever we go to. So for every excursion, print out a voucher. That way you'll have a paper copy of everything that you're doing in advance and put that in an envelope. And that way, whenever that you're on your cruise, you can go on your shore excursion. After you finish your excursion, you can throw this away. You no longer need it anymore. But you'll have a paper copy before you get on there. And that way, in case you don't have cell phone service. And now the flags are up. You can see the Iceland flag flying, and also the Carnival Corporation flag. That's the red with the blue circle in it. That's Carnival Corp. And you see he's hoisting up another flag, a yellow flag. That flag means that the ship has not been cleared through customs yet. Still under quarantine. So they are hoisting the flags up. We have our pilot on board, apparently. Whenever you get on and off the ship, make sure you have your room key out. They'll scan your room key and check you off the ship, kind of like a library book at the library. And you'll do the same thing whenever you get back on. That way they know exactly who's on the ship and who's off. And a lot of time the ships use the lifeboats as their tender boats to get back and forth to shore. This way they can make sure that the lifeboats are in good running condition and all the fuel on there is good. And they check out the food that's on there, making sure everything's up in case they need it.
Velkommen til Grundarfjörður.
Thank you. Well, we made it to Iceland. We're in, we've been to Iceland.
Another stop.
What's the name of this port?
Grundarfjordur.
Grundarfjordur. And we are going to the Snæfellsnes Peninsula today. But we'll call it Snæfellsnes because that's a whole lot easier to say than Snæfellsnes.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, Iceland.
We'll walk around the town a little bit. We have 30 minutes till we have to catch our bus. And these buses have followed us all around Iceland, as out in the remote areas, there aren't a whole lot of buses.
We have a full bus today, and we are gonna drive around the beautiful peninsula Snæfellsnes. Snæfellsnes, which literally means Snow Mountain Peninsula.
The better view of the mountain. This mountain was in Game of Thrones. So I forgot what the name of the mountain was. Kirkjufell or something like that. But we'll say that that's it. We'll walk back and see about going to the waterfall. First waterfall of this trip. I have no idea how to say the name. Hopefully have the name in the later on to show you. but it's right next to the mountain. Kind of looks like a witch's hat. Birdie Waterfall. Seems like there's a waterfall around every corner. That's the upper section. And go down and there's the lower section of the same waterfall. And each step along here is a good selfie moment. Now the lower falls is equally impressive as the upper fall. Here, you catch both of them in the same picture.
Those two geological phenomena make Iceland an extreme interesting country when it comes to geology. And here in Iceland we have about 30 volcano systems. And volcano systems are like, the word says itself, like systems underneath the mantle. Those little sheep.
Got it, good.
We have a special dish here in Iceland.
The Black Church in Iceland. This used to be painted with tar, but now it's wooden, painted with regular paint. And it's cemetery off on the side from the original inhabitants. They have an excellent view here. A little further away, see the lava fields. All this lava fields and the crater is right there in the center. So lava fields. You see all kinds of flowers. I see a particular flower over here. It's like a lily. Wonder if we can get over there and see the lilies. Real pretty. You see the lilies growing right there in the center. Don't know why that they're here, but they are pretty. But the background is really good. After a quick stop to see the church, the wildflowers, and all the scenery, it's time to head back in the bus and get on to our next stop. But on the way, we passed by a farm that had horses. This isn't normal horses, this is Icelandic horses. They have their own horses that are a little bit smaller than regular horses. The statue of half man, half troll. A little bitty settlement that we're looking at. Have a few buses out. So 3 buses of people here, a couple little restaurants, but not much else. Very pretty location though. This is where the Iceland drops off into the sea. A whole lot of birds around here. And you can see the basalt rocks, very similar to the Giant's Causeway. And a cave. See a cave right down here. Not sure what's up in there. But the birds are nestled up on the edges. You see the white spots. That's the bird poop. But all the gulls are nested up on the rocks. A few cormorants over here, blackbirds sitting on the big rocks. Another view of all the birds. And another lava tunnel way down, going up underneath where we're at. And all the basalt rocks and the birds.
And I'm going to walk now the path to the right, and if we go a little bit off-road, we see those holes through the cliffs. Different holes.
So this is the Arches of Iceland, basically. Holes through the rock.
By the little harbor. And they're off there. Yeah,
And this is as good a place as any to take a selfie to prove we've been here. If you're brave enough to walk over the gap, you can. I don't think I'm brave enough though. I'm perfectly fine back here. But looking down at this gap, you see all the birds roosting down below. A whole lot of gulls all along the edge. And they were saying that this particular bird, if this is the one, whenever that you scare it, it pukes on you. They are all along the edge. So hit the pause button and see if you can pronounce any of these places. I couldn't pronounce one of them. Back behind the bus. Into the clouds is the Snæfellsnes volcano. This volcano is got a glacier on top of it. Of course, all the clouds are covering up the glacier. But there is a glacier up there. Hopefully, we'll be able to see later on. But right in front of the bus is a lava flow from whenever that this volcano erupted. All this area was created by the lava flow. From here, all the way out to the ocean. Back over in this direction. The lighthouse is right there on the edge because there's fishermen in the area. And they use the lighthouse as a reference point. So we're going to walk down to the beach. I think she called it like doppelganger or something. Word I cannot pronounce. So we're walking along the beach with the big rocks. This was also the site of an old shipwreck. So all the metal that you see scattered around is from the shipwreck. And up here is a sign saying what shipwreck it was. And the name of the beach is written up here on the sign. So that is the name of the beach. Now that I've made it all the way down here, well, the hard part comes now. I gotta walk all the way back up there. That's a long walk, a lot of climbing. It was easy going down here, but now we're gonna try it going uphill. May have to take a few breaks here. Flip it around so I can show you just what this beach looks like. We'll do like a little spin move. That way you can see just how that the beach looks from way down at the bottom. Let's say it's a good little hike down here. It's going to be a worse of a hike going up. But mainly, it's pretty. The water is real nice and clear. Definitely clear water here. I should go down. I think I am going to go down and touch the water. That way I could say I've touched the water in Iceland. So that's next on the list. Well, I went to touch the water, and the water decided to touch me. So now my shoes are a little bit wet, but not too bad. They're water resistant shoes. So I've been in the ocean and it's cold. Like I say, if you're ever on Jeopardy and have to spell this place, you're out of luck. Without some weird letters, you're probably going to miss out on this place. And on Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. And this is where we're at right here. So we got to try to get the trail back out to the top. At least whenever we're climbing back out, there's some scenery to look at. Another hole in the rocks. And from high up, the black sand beach looks like black sand, like you saw. It's not sand at all. From over on this side, you can see a little bit better of the shipwreck pieces that are down at the bottom. Little pieces of steel scattered all over the shore down at the bottom. That's the shipwreck. So we're trying an Icelandic hot dog, Isabella, with all kinds of stuff on it. And not sure what all is on there, but we're going to try it. Now we can try this hot dog. So it's called an Isabella with all kinds of stuff on it. We're going to try it and see what it tastes like. Oh, that's actually good. That's a keeper. All kinds of stuff on there. Cheryl has a plain Jane hot dog. Regular old hot dog. Mustard. With mustard. This one's good though. I'll take this one again. So this is the menu with the pricing. Everything in Icelandic kroner. We have to do the conversion at home to see what it's worth. I'm not sure what they are. But everything here looks good. In case you want to read it in Icelandic, here's your Icelandic version of it. See, spelling test later on. And now an episode of Snacks on a Tinder. We'll have to see how this tastes like. We hear it's good. We had the hot dog, now skewer. See what it tastes like.
It's like yogurt.
Yeah, it tastes like yogurt. Pretty good. Snacks on a tender. Heading back out to the boat. And now that we're back on the ship, the sun's starting to come out. Rained on us a little bit at the end of the day, but now the sun's coming up. Luck would have it. Oh well, still pretty out here though. Look around at the scenery. Still clouds up in the upper areas of the mountains. But this is pretty. And right over here, the sun is coming out over town. Say, this is the whole town that you're looking at. Total population of 600, I think they said, in the metro area, which is more than the houses here. There are a few houses that are further off, including those. So 600 and some odd people. So we're leaving Grundarfjordur. Excellent trip today. Excellent place to visit. Whole lot to see and do here. We did a good bit. A lot of riding around today. But now, time for the sail away. And this is what we're looking at. And as we're sailing away, I took out my backup camera to take a few pictures of scenery as we leave.
Now we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. Sunlight fades away and you fall into my arms. This life is not the same when we're apart. If you follow me tonight, I'll walk with you for life. And we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you.
And as we sail off into the sunset, the glacier on top of Mount Snæfellsnes comes into view, though it's hard to catch it at this distance from a rocky ship. But this is as good as I can get. And as we're settling in for dinner, well, whales are spotted right off the side of the ship. So you never know when that they're going to pop up. But when they do, you try to catch a picture of them, a quick glimpse.
Oh, yeah, the one with the bird.
Yeah, the birds are all right around there. So he may come up.
There he is, yeah, and just on blow a little bit.
It'd be
right
cool
there.
if he reaches.
Yeah, jump right up out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
There he is on top of the water right there. And because of the whales passing by, I didn't take a picture of my Caesar salad, but I did get the lobster bisque on video. Also, I got a half-eaten ribeye steak because the whales were still out there. We passed several groups of whales. And Cheryl had the creamy, fruity Del Mare. That apparently was good because I didn't get a picture of it either. And for dessert, she had the Cheshire Tort. At least I'm guessing that's how to pronounce it. And you know what I got probably. Warm chocolate melting cake. This time though, non-Mickey Mouse, just one ice cream. And as we retired to the room, I sat on the edge of the bed looking for whales because the balcony was just too cold. That's one bad thing about being in the Arctic Circle. You can't use that balcony most of the time. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's trip to Grundarfjordur. I can finally pronounce it. And if you can, hit the subscribe button and let us know that you're watching. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.